Since magic is required, EK was forced to become a hybrid job, getting black and white spells while still using a bow when physical damage calls. Hilda tells us about the horrifying Dreadnought being built in Bavsk. Nearing Bavsk, we spotted the Dreadnought in the mountains. Can we steal this like we did with the ship in Final Fantasy 1? The people in here weren't very talkative. Except for the Dark Knight, who was not very useful anyway. Just one Imperial soldier was giving us some information. So, how do we get rid of the Dark Knight? Maybe Joseph knows how to get rid of him. Get that Mithril back to Hilda? Didn't we do that already? Fine, we will go back to Altair to see Hilda. I do need to get used to sharing the information instead of the characters instantly reacting to what we have done. Tobel, the town blacksmith, can help us with the Mithril. Buying the big upgrades, we can now defeat the Imperials with ease. Right? Ah, now we can go to Bavsk. Oh, huh? They suddenly want to talk now? What changed? The Dark Knight is replaced by Borgen apparently, who seems quite harsh. Not even the Imperials themselves like him. That tells a lot about Borgen. Oh, Mr. Imperial Soldier. Borgen would like to have a word with you. So this is a spy as expected. Going through the cave you reach the Dreadnought, only to realize that it is fully completed, destroying multiple towns we have visited in the past. Well, at least we found the passport to the Dreadnought. If only we had this one before it took off. Thanks, game. I doubt we need to report back to anyone about the damage. But we went to Sid anyway, because he might know what its weak point is. Yeah, okay, we need to destroy the Dreadnought. But until it has landed anywhere, we probably cannot do anything. Great to see the wizard is still as kind as usual. Since I had no idea where to go next, I went north again to see how well we do now against those enemies. And to be fair, it went quite well. So this might be the way around this time. Until we met the insects. Well, that wasn't a success. So we must try something different. Maybe we shouldn't have tried south either. Those two places are probably more feasible if we reach the second half of the game. Asking everyone I could think of and defeating a lot of enemies in between all cities, I just went to the east to Kashwan Keep. We found the Sunfire here, but it was not useful at this point in time. At least the Sunfire was nice enough to answer my questions. A locked door. It seems Kashwan Keep was not the way to go. But where else? South, of course, to find ourselves a Chocobo. Chocobos are extremely experienced in not going into combat. Wait, where are you going? Don't leave so soon. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. While we cannot walk on snow, this Chocobo can and just runs into freedom. One day you will not escape me, Chocobo. At this point I got quite desperate and wanted to ask this guard nicely if he could help us out. But I suppose he still dislikes us, fading the whole party again. You know, I should actually compare all deaths to the other games combined. With the total amount of deaths throughout all games tied to characters with the same name as well. Alright, this is progress. Now we can ask everyone again about the Sunfire. At least we know where to get it, but we probably need something that can contain it. To open the door, we need a goddess bell. Well, Gordon is nowhere to be found and Scott passed away. What do we do now? Somehow Hilda knows about the bell and sends us off to Joseph to walk the snow plains. First, we need a snowcraft, which is hidden in the Summit Falls. If you are not reading carefully, this game would be rough. With Joseph joining us, we went to his secret stash to retrieve the snowcraft. Now being able to traverse the snowy lands, we found the cavern they were talking about. I have said it before in many other videos, but the snowy forest and mountains are always so beautiful, even in the pixel style game. Moving into the snow cavern, we explored for quite a while since the cavern was bigger than anticipated. Halfway through I did find this random giant beaver room where Pesty speaks the beaver language? At least the beavers know where to find the goddess bell. The boss in this snowy cavern is the Animatoids, who is just like the first boss. Physical damage does little to him while magic works greatly. Maybe everyone should level up their black magic spells. Luckily this time it wasn't too difficult, and I found the bell behind him. What is Borgen doing here? I wonder how he became a general. Literally 2 attacks into the fight made him faint on the spot. What kind of traps is he talking about? Oh no 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 no! The boulder is faster than us! But since Joseph is the invincible monk, he could just hold the boulder in place with ease. Okay, maybe not that easy. The boulder was fatal for Joseph in the end. This will indeed be a dark day for his daughter, Nelly. Unlocking the door in Cashwan Keep with the Goddess Bell, we were able to dive deeper into the keep, only to find Gordon literally behind the door we just opened. Couldn't you just open the door for me so Joseph would have been alive right now? I don't agree with him joining us, so shoo away. It surprises me that even a few areas into the game you will still see those hornets and snakes. Usually they are quickly replaced with new enemies, or the almighty Elder version with a slightly darker color or something. Final Fantasy II is good at throwing mini boss enemies towards you after you have faced them for the first time. They weren't really a challenge to begin with if you just had magic. The mini boss within Cashwan Keep is the Red Soul, who seems to heal off any kind of magic. This is why making Ike a decent bow lady as well was a great choice. Shortly after, the Red Soul was defeated. This one certainly had little health. Obtaining the Aegis Torch, we are finally able to contain the Sunfire. No, Sid! Don't get captured by the Dreadnought. You were our only hope to reach the Dreadnought in the air. Wait, Hilda was also on that airship? That makes it even more horrific. Who can help us now? Can this wizard take a chill pill or something? Who hurt him? The king was also of no use. At this moment go north where we filled before? Going north for the third time we found the ship docked there. Third time's the charm. Moving into the Dreadnought we were met with a guard. We can probably use the pass to go through, or straight up telling him we are the rebels to trigger an attack. Magic works extremely well against those guards, so we gained entry without much hassle. My instinct was to immediately feed off the next guard, but it seems the other guards are invincible? For some reason this airship is filled with enemies like Ghast. I wonder how those enemies ended up here without any guards noticing. But then I realized I can also just move past any of them, so it makes sense anyone or anything can roam around here. Exploring the area for about half an hour, facing very strong enemies inside, Ike wanted to blow up the engine immediately. But luckily I stopped him in time, since Sid and the princess should still be around somewhere. Oh no, Ike, what are you doing? Stop it, Ike, no! Shortly after we found them and made sure they were safe before blowing up the engine. Since we have plot armor, we just made it out last second and flew back to Altair. Speaking to the king, he told us we must go to Dice to find out if any Dragoon is alive. Just as he told Gordon to help Hilda in leading the army, he passed away. Speaking to Gordon about the current plan, he told me to get to Balloon as soon as possible to find a ship to take us to Dice. At least the wizard is somewhat useful again. Upon entering Paloom, we met with this lady who just coincidentally happened to go to Dice. It's our lucky day. To Dice! Wait, what is this? They suddenly remember how to calculate pirates in Final Fantasy? Since we one-shot them... Lila suddenly wants to join us on our journey to fight the Empire together. Sure, we can 100% trust you after this ambush. Ah, we can sail once again freely. And now we can dock wherever we want. Marvelous! I am just a bit surprised how the sea snake is in the water while on our ship. It must be a magical sea snake. Sailing to Dice must wait for another time. Don't forget to subscribe to not miss anything. See you in the next one. Cheerio!